Coming to you from the island of Hawaii, it's the Big Island Beat Podcast. And now, here's your host, Steve Roby.
Aloha, everyone, and welcome to the Friday edition of the Big Island Beat. We have a full show for you today, including new music from Tomi Asobe, Olelo, and Bad Papa. We'll also speak with Artistic Director Chuck Gessert from the Kahilu Theater, Executive Director Phillips Payson from the Palace Theater, and comedian and radio personality Nikki Gore. Let's get things started with Tomi Asobe talking about his new CD with Sonny Lim and a song called Big Island Blues.
Aloha everybody, this is Tomi Asobe. Today I'm going to talk about my new CD, Ko'u Huakai. The English title is My Journey. And I want to talk about second song of this CD called Big Island Blues. Base of this song is going back to 1950s by country guitar picker Doc Watson's Deep River Blues. But I modified the lyrics to fit talking about Big Island of Hawaii. And it's a little bit of a, country ragtime type of feel blues that me and Sonny Lim play the guitars. This song has 4 guitar solos. And first one and last one is done by Sonny Lim. He plays nice ragtime kind of a solo. And second solo is my acoustic guitar blues solo. And the third is I use a resonator, play some bottleneck slide to get the kind of, country southern type of feel. But I really liked it. Big Island's slack key guitar legend Sonny Lim helped me 100% making this album. And thank you very much, Sonny. That's about it. This album has 11 totally different variety of songs. I sang in Hawaiian, English, little bit in Japanese, and tiny bit in Spanish. It's got all the good old Hawaiian songs and recent Hawaiian hit. I redone my original tune and I modified lyrics on like a Big Island Blues and a little bit on a Wonderful Tonight and stuff. But anyway, this song is the second song of my new CD. Hope everybody likes it. Should be hooked up with the digital download platform very shortly. But thank you very much, everyone. Please enjoy it. Mahalo and aloha.
I got them big island blues. got them big island blues. If my boat sinks with me, I'll go down, don't you see? 'Cause I got them big island blues. Now I'm gonna say goodbye, and if I sink, just let me die. 'Cause I got them big island blues. Let it rain, let it fall, let the rain a whole lot more. 'Cause I got them big island blues. Let the rain dry right on, let the waves sweep along. 'Cause I've got them big island blues. Oh yeah.
Nice music. I just like their music.
It's the music.
That's what makes it so awesome.
Joining us on the phone is the Kihelu Theater's artistic director, Chuck Gessert. Aloha, Chuck, and thanks for being a guest on the show today.
Aloha, Steve. So great to talk to you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. I understand there's a lot of exciting things brewing at the Kihelu Theater lately. One of them is a new online platform called Kihelu TV. Can you tell our listeners about that?
I think, about 4 years ago when I got here, I started looking into ways that we could stream concerts and at the very least do video recordings of concerts, because by and large, the majority of artists that we present are singer-songwriters, in a level that they come to us and maybe they've played a lot of bars or clubs or festivals. Very few of them had very good video product to be used in social media promotion and online promoting. I had it in my head that in order to really help these artists out, if they got a great recording of their show in a legitimate theater, that would help them get gigs, all over the world.
Definitely.
So that was always in the back of my mind. And then when we had to shut down in March, at the same time that we had to shut down, we finally got awarded a capital improvements grant from the state of Hawaii that we had applied for a couple of years ago. And so we used some of that money to invest in 4 pan-tilt zoom HD cameras, and then also equipment, so that essentially we're setting up a TV studio in the Kihelu Theater. And so our goal with Kihelu TV is to provide an online streaming platform that people can watch what's going on at the Kihelu Theater live from their homes. Since we don't know when large theaters like ours are going to be able to safely bring a crowd back in, we really feel that this Kihelu TV will bridge the gap, from now until whatever year that is that we can resume live audiences.
At least we can see something.
Right, exactly. And I think, as we learn more and more about this streaming platform and what we have our hands on, Kihelu TV is going to be a subscription-based platform that will offer 3 different capabilities, really. We'll do live streaming pay-per-view concerts. Subscribers will have access to exclusive content that'll be behind a paywall. And then also there'll be free content. We're really going to focus on Hawaii music and culture. And I think we'll do a great job of bringing aloha to the world, with this streaming platform. I'm very excited that, now our basically our market goes from people that can drive to the Kihilo Theater to the entire world.
Right. Do you have plans for a rollout date for when this will all kick in? Or
Yes, you're the first one to know it. I don't even think it's gone up on our marquee, but Sunday, November 8th is when we're going to roll out Kihilo TV. And the great thing about this platform is on Sunday, it'll have the least amount of content it ever will have, because as we live stream concerts, then we're going to take those concert recordings and then edit them and create programs that will later on go up for subscriber content on our platform. And we're going to really roll out Kihilo TV with our Ukulele and Slack Key Festival, which this November marks our 18th year, and it'll be our first virtual Ukulele and Slack Key Festival. So subscribers will get free access to both days of the Ukulele and Slack Key Festival this year.
That was going to be my next question. I'm excited about that. I mean, in years past, the theater has an annual Slack Key Ukulele Guitar Festival, and the top talent in the islands come out to perform over a 3-day period. And unfortunately, I guess you can't do it this year, but the part of the audience got to come up on stage and strum along, get some individual lessons. It was a big fun. What do you have planned for this year?
Well, a lot of the plans are still in the works, but what I can share with you is that as a virtual event this year, we're bringing in a number of the Big Island artists to our stage, and we're recording their segments for the Slack Key Festival from our stage. And then I've been able, since we aren't paying transportation costs and all of these other costs associated with the normal festival, I've been able to greatly expand our roster for this year's lineup. So right now we've got over 15 artists from Hawaii that'll be participating. So it's become a 2-day concert event that I'm very excited about.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a date for that yet?
It'll be November 20th and 21st.
Okay.
I just heard from Kimi A. Minor today, and so she's been added to the list. Already scheduled are Blaina Singh, Nathan Aviao, Charles Brotman, Benny Chung, John Cruz, Waiatea Helm, Led Ka'apana, and then Kainani, who you saw. Was that 2 weeks ago now? I don't know.
What, is it still March? I don't know.
Yeah, right. John Kiave, Sonny Lim, of course, Makana, Brittany Paiva, Jeff Peterson, Jake Shimabukuro, and Mark Yamanaka.
That's a huge lineup.
Yes, so I'm really excited about it. It being our 18th annual festival, and juggling some things around, I was able to ask all of our favorites to essentially come back virtually. I'm also, probably shouldn't announce this yet because I don't have it all set, but I'm hoping that a number of artists already are teaching online workshops, and so I'm going to try to create a platform where people can go directly to those artists' sites to get our online workshops happening.
That's a nice feature. That's people want to improve their techniques, of course. So you've given us a lot to digest here, Chuck.
Just been working on a little bit of
let's break it down for our listeners. Let's start with Kihilo TV. Okay, so that launches a few days away this Sunday, November 8th. Is there a special website address?
It's actually kahilu.tv, KAHILU.TV.
That's really simple. So they can go there. Is there a certain time it kicks in, or?
Oh, we're going to shoot for noon on Sunday.
Okay.
We'll see.
Noon Hawaiian Standard Time.
Right.
Okay, so then listeners can go to the KihiluTheater.org site and find out information about the Ukulele Slack Key Guitar Fest. I guess pick up tickets there. Is that all it works?
Well, everything will be done through Kihilo TV. Since the Slack Key Festival will be a totally virtual event. In essence, we're putting together a broadcast TV show. This is something that we've been working on with the crew here. All kinds of new software and video editing equipment. So one of our ambitious parts of the festival this year is we're trying to get most of the artists to record the same song, much like they do with Playing for Change. And we'll wrap up the festival with essentially a virtual Kanakapila song. So
how fun.
Yeah.
All right. November looks like a very exciting month for the theater.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thanks for keeping us informed, Chuck, and good luck with the new Kihilo TV series.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for all you do to keep the arts alive here on the Big Island.
My pleasure. Aloha, Chuck.
Aloha.
Music your way.
Aloha, this is Bob Bojorquez, and I'm here with my music partner, Jammin' Joe Buck. We are the Bad Papa music duo from the Big Island of Hawaii. We have just released a new single called Missing You Today. Joe will tell you what inspired this song.
Aloha. Yeah, this is an island reggae-style song I wrote for a good friend of mine named James. He lost his life to leukemia. He was a big supporter of my music, and especially when I lost my sight, he encouraged me to go full-time. Loving horns and wah guitar. This song's for you, brother. I hope you guys enjoy it. Aloha.
Thinking about my good friend James today, just like I do most every day. Memories of such good times. He was a good friend of mine. I can't believe it's been this long, and that I've held on to this song. It must be my crazy way to say, hey brah, I'm missing you today. Missing you today. Missing you today. Just like I do most every day. Yes, I'm missing you today. I just wish I could hear you say, come on, let's spend the day. Searching for that perfect wave. Yes, I'm missing you today.
Let's head over to the Hilo Palace Theater and check in with Executive Director Phillips Payson. Happy Aloha Friday, Phillips.
Aloha. Happy Friday to you, too.
All right. Thanks for being a guest on The Beat today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Hey, I've seen on the theater's recent Facebook post about its 95th anniversary. What can you tell our listeners about that?
So this year is the 95th year for the Hilo Palace Theater. So we were originally planning a big in-person birthday celebration with local artists and live music and variety acts. But, COVID had other plans for us, so we had to pivot into a more social media celebration, and we've been rolling out kind of nostalgic video content, like looking back at our old Palace musicals, our annual Rocky Horror Picture Show, and everything.
All right.
Got a fundraiser going on Facebook to help raise funds to optimize our operations for some much-needed tech upgrades in our box office, and we're doing a big website redesign later this year to incorporate an online ticket sales portal. So when we are reopening, it'll be easier than ever to come to a event here at the Palace Theater.
All right. I've recently passed by the theater, and I noticed it looks like the outside has finished its restoration. Is that right?
Yeah. So this summer has been quite busy with a big head-to-toe restoration, renovation, maintenance project going on. We've got a fresh coat of stucco on the exterior of the building. We've had a lot of structural repairs done to the building itself, and the awning structure has been reinforced, and metalworking has been restored and repaired, and we are putting the finishing touches on the neon elements of our vertical sign right now and getting ready to finish those off. So by the end of the year, we'll be lighting up the sky like new.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Too.
You were mentioning earlier that you have a fundraiser going on. How can folks make donations to help out the Palace?
So you can donate and support the Hilo Palace by going to our website at hilopalace.com/support. We've got a little donate link right up there, so you can enter your credit card information and make either a one-time donation, or if you really want to take that extra mile and become a monthly donor, that really helps us during such uncertain times.
Cool. Yeah, real easy.
Yeah, super easy.
I don't know how many months have you been doing it, but you started this live video series, Live from an Empty Palace, with performers, all different kinds of performers coming in, called Live from an Empty Palace on YouTube. Is that still going on? And who are some of the people that you've had on recently?
Yeah. We've started up Live from the Empty Palace this past April is when we started shooting episodes, just out of that need to, bring people together and create something with all of these musicians and artists that don't have venues or, work right now.
Right.
It's been really an exciting project for our team to develop and get out there. And we release new episodes every Wednesday. This week, we've got Lopaka Roots coming back on for Taking It Easy. And we have recently shot with Lightning Larry Dupio, coming off his second Nahoku win.
Nice.
But we've got the Queen of Opera coming up. And in November, we'll be shooting with former director of the Palace Board, Cheryl Quack Moore.
All right.
Who is a renowned concert pianist.
Quack.
Yeah, Quack's coming back.
How can folks, do they go to YouTube and just type in Palace Theater, or is there a link on your website to see the video series?
Yeah, so we embed all of the episodes on our website at hilopalace.com. You can head on over to YouTube and search for Hilo Palace Theater and subscribe to our channel right there. New episodes are released every Wednesday. And also, episodes are released on our Facebook page, too, if you're up on the social media. So follow along on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hey, last question for you, Phillips. With the new year just around the corner, which I'm kind of happy to say those words.
Oh, me too.
Goodbye, 2020. How does the path going forward look for the theater?
It's looking promising. We've got a lot up in the air at the moment. So much depends on our active case numbers within our community in Hilo. But we are currently working with the Hawaii County COVID Task Force to establish some kind of operational capacity for when it is time to reopen our doors for public events and what that would look like. So we're developing a plan forward, and we're hoping to have some exciting announcement by the end of the year.
All right. That's something to look forward to. There's still a couple of large venue theaters that haven't done anything and have just kept the doors closed since March or April. So it's good to see that the Palace Theater is still having some human activities going on inside of it, even though we can't get in.
Yeah. It's been a trying time for all of us.
Yeah.
But
Well, thanks for your time today, Phillips, and aloha.
yeah, thank you, Steve.
All right. Take care. Stay safe.
All right. Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Hey, Big Island music fans. Would you like to be part of the podcast? If you go to our website, bigislandmusic.net, you can record a comment about the show or tell us about a musician you'd like to see interviewed. Just click on the microphone icon and start recording. Don't forget to tell us where you're located. Your comments might be included in a future podcast. So head over to bigislandmusic.net. We'd love to hear from you.
You're listening to The Big Island Beat.
Take the Leap was kind of what we were going for, is just that unknowing, like, feeling that you get when there's something coming up and you're just not sure of the outcome. But also, having peace that it's okay to not know the outcome of something.
My hands are shaking, pushing past the fear. My voice is breaking, I need you to hear. I can't follow my dreams without leaving this town. I can't follow my heart without letting you down. Standing on the edge, I will take the leap, see where it goes. 'Cause if I never try, I'll never know. This could be the greatest story told. But if I never try, I'll never know. You know I'm grateful. You made me who I am. You gave me strength to chase a higher plan. Love doesn't die when you leave it behind. But I don't wanna die with the music inside. Yeah, I don't wanna die with the music inside. I will take the leap, see where it goes. 'Cause if I never try, I'll never know. This could be the greatest story told. But if I never try, I'll never know. Standing on the edge, no one's standing on the edge. You know I'm standing on the edge. I will take the leap, see where it goes. 'Cause if I never try, I'll never know. This could be the greatest story told. But if I never try, I'll never know. If I never try, I'll never know. I'll take the leap. I'll take the leap. I'll take the leap. Oh, I'll take the leap. I'll take the leap. I'll take the lead.
Just the different selection of music.
I like the variety.
Just the variety.
I never turn it off.
Joining us on the phone now is Kona comedian and radio personality Nikki Gore. Aloha, Nikki.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be sitting and talking with you. I sat and I listened to your podcast from last week, and it was really neat and interesting. And I knew the people on it, and they're so talented. So I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah, we got some great talent on the island, and it's fun to share it with listeners. Last time I saw you was at the Pauly Shore show at the Kahilu Theater, opening up with comedian Justine Smith. We had her on the show last week. That was quite a show.
It was a very interesting experience for myself, and I'm really proud of it, but I learned more about my style of comedy and how to perform at a large venue. That was a lot of new experiences for me.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think that was probably the largest comedy event the island's maybe ever had. The Kihelu holds about 500 seats, and I think there was 2 or 3 of you comedians opening up for Polly.
Yeah, so it was myself. I was the opener to the opener, and then Justine, and then Polly went on. For myself, I think I've only performed stand-up in a house of like 200 before. I've performed in plays in theaters of 1,000 before, but that is a completely different experience, going on, being the person to warm up the crowd, to then warm up the crowd for another comedian, and having people kind of still filtering in and having them follow your set, and you're trying to get them so they're feeling good for the night. But that was a much larger house than I had filled before, so that was very interesting.
They were rolling in the aisles from where I was taking pictures and taking notes and everything like that. But from my vantage point, I mean, I could see just people just hysterical, which you don't really see in a large venue here on the island, which was a lot of fun and encouraging. But then here came the pandemic.
Right. It had to be a big old diva and step in and stop all the things.
So what's new with the comedy scene in Kona? Anything going on down there?
You know, I feel like just in general, even island-wide, people are trying to switch on over to the online medium. And though we've all learned a lot from it, we can't wait to really be getting back on stage. And I know that there are a few peeps that are really trying to, like Jacob Villarreal is really trying to start like a once monthly kind of open mic night thing. But you know, it's tough with people who are comfortable going out and people who aren't comfortable coming out. And I think everyone's also sick of hearing about COVID. So people who have been like custom tailoring their sets to be about during this time, I mean, I think people are just over it. But it seems like now that we're kind of opening back up again, and people seem to be following the rules for venues and social distancing and how to actually handle that, it's starting to pick back up again, but everyone's being very hesitant, I think.
Is it difficult for a comedian to work COVID into an act?
I did an online show. I've done a couple of online sets, and my first one was about the stages of grief according to COVID. And so essentially I went through like phase 1, depression, phase 2, anger, phase 3, extreme horniness. And so like I went through trying to relate how a single girl during COVID was going through it. But after I was done with that set, like I didn't even want to, like I thought it was funny in the moment, but then it's not going to be one that like I would reuse at all, because now things have changed so much, you know?
Well, do you have any shows coming up that you'd like to tell our listeners about?
I am super stoked to be a part of Justine Smith's Tits and Giggles Muppet show that's coming up at the end of November. It will be the first time I'm hopping back on stage and doing a live stand-up set. So that's super exciting.
The title alone just cracks me up.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, so when they were doing the fairy tale show I think it was last month and the month before, because it's split into 2 shows right now, I was at a point where I've kept myself very busy doing online plays, and I did a staged film play as well, and I've been keeping myself probably more busy than outside of COVID, but I was unable to do that show. I was also a bit nervous about doing that show because it was right when like venues were about to open back up again, and I just didn't know how it was going to be handled. So I was the one that kind of stepped off from that one, but I finally feel like maybe I'm comfortable enough to like be in a venue again. I also can't pass up on the theme of Muppets. Like, I am so excited for my act.
Where's it happening?
We're going to be doing that at my bar. I believe it's Saturday, November 21st, or whatever that Saturday is. And then I believe it's at 7 p.m. Tickets are going to go on sale within the next week, I believe. And the girls, oh my gosh, the ridiculous, crazy, beautiful art that is going to be coming out of the show. Teaser for it, I'm going to be Animal. And Animal is going to be going through some anger management meditation, and I'm pretty stoked on it.
Maybe look up on Facebook, My Bar.
Yeah, or you can follow Dirty Girl Comedy on social media, and you'll be able to find all the details there.
Do you know how much tickets are going to be? Or
I want to say they're only $10 right now, but again, maybe follow it on socials because I may not have that right.
Either way, it sounds pretty reasonable. Since COVID hit, have you been doing anything interesting that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, read this meme. I had read a meme that Isaac Newton, supposedly during the bubonic plague, is when he came up with like the theory of gravity, right? Or not the theory, gravity. And it was like his most productive time to like have this time to be away from people. So it made me really jealous in the essence that like I hadn't like figured out gravity or something to that proportion. So I've literally thrown myself into doing everything. I've tried to teach myself how to play the ukulele. I was teaching online kids classes. I was doing plays, and all while still working 10 to 12 hours a day. But I finally found my true passion, which was creating date night advent calendars for individuals, specifically my parents, actually.
Okay. Tell me about that.
So a date night advent calendar. So my mom and my dad are both medical professionals, and they were actually working on opposite shifts. My mom had the day shift, my dad had the night shift, and so they weren't seeing each other very often. And then finally my dad's schedule got changed, and it was going to be during the day shift. And I was like, yay, Mom, now you guys can like have date nights again. And she got so mad at me. She's like, date nights don't exist because of COVID. That's not a thing. So I created a date night advent calendar where each night for 10 nights in a row, there was a different date in an envelope, and they would open it up in the morning together. And then in the evening, do the date, right? And so I did tiny desk concerts from NPR that they could sit and watch together. And I found like artists I thought that they would like. I did a taco bake-off night for them. But then in envelope 4, I put sexy time night. And I thought it was really funny. Like I thought it was like kind of odd that I'm their child and encouraging them to have sex, but like I thought it should be a part of the date night thing. And my mom called me furious, like absolutely furious, just being like, we haven't been having sexy time, and so now we can't go on to date number 5 until we have date number 4. And I was like, okay, so I can either run away from this and let all of my hard work for the next 5 dates to go to waste, or I can be my mom's sex motivation coach and give her tips on how to like make sexy night happen. And I mean, I went through the gamut with her. I was like, you put on that sexy nightgown, you go into that room and you get what you want, Mom. And she was like, oh, I can't handle this. You're so vulgar. And then I think it was the next night she called me and she's like, I just wanted to let you know that we opened up date night number 5 this morning.
Take it seriously, huh?
They did. And they finished out all the dates, and it's very sweet. And then I realized I probably should have made a master list, because I think I could monopolize on this and market it. You know what I mean?
Just thinking the same thing. You should patent it or something. I'm surprised nobody's come out with something like that.
I think what I really should do is, because now I have like a month to prepare for like an actual Christmas holiday date night advent calendar. And then that way it can be themed with like holiday dates.
Ah, okay. I in the back of my head, I just recently watched the Borat movie, and when you said sexy night, I was thinking sexy night. You know, I've been watching too much TV.
Oh, I totally understand that. I'm actually really surprised it didn't come out with an accent on my end anyhow. So,
well, Nikki, it's been a pleasure having you on the Big Island Beat, and thank you so much for being a guest today. And I wish you lots of success in getting the comedy scene going again in Kona.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Creative Lab Hawaii has just announced a series of free workshops called Get Paid for Your Music, Navigating Revenue Streams. Local musicians can now gain a deeper understanding of royalties, production libraries, and licensing music for use in film and TV.
Well, some of Hawaii's most talented artists have participated in the workshops in the past. Although there's still no time frame yet on when live concerts can resume, many musicians say there is pent-up demand. Across the globe, musicians have been struggling since the pandemic canceled concerts and live events.
Estimated about 65 to 70% of our folks here in Hawaii and nationally, it's over $4.5 billion in where this impact sits. So right now, Creative Lab Hawaii is answering, I think, the need for many artists and media makers to monetize their work here from home without having to leave.
Music leaders in Hawaii say the need for music is still out there.
As we come out of the pandemic, there's going to be a huge pent-up necessity for new music. It's just a huge opportunity. People need to be getting their ducks in a line now for it.
In the past, Creative Lab Hawaii offered interactive face-to-face programs for musicians across the globe. This year, they're taking a virtual approach. Participants will learn about the online areas to make money, how to get music into TV and film, advertising music, and production music libraries.
Prior to this, you would have to be on the Big Island in order to attend, but now you can do it from the comfort of your own home. I kind of do see this as such a crucial time, like you said, to learn how to navigate through times like this and being able to introduce yourself or immerse yourself in another avenue of creation.
Others say attending the seminars have been life-changing.
We're able to make connections and work with companies in other economies, whether it's international or in LA or Portland. And so my income that comes in, especially in the form of royalties, is not dependent on how we are doing here in Honolulu.
We're going to come out of this with a high demand for music. And so why not take the opportunity to, not just make an income potentially, but also to be creative.
You've been listening to the Big Island Beat podcast. For more info, go to bigislandmusic.net and follow us on Facebook. Be sure to join us next week for another fun episode. Aloha.